Hi everyone, it's Anne at Martin House Flowers. Welcome back. In this video, it's a little bit sad and melancholy. My dad passed away just days after his 90th birthday, and I was back in Toronto, so I haven't been in the garden. We had the celebration of his life. My dad was a sailor, a cowboy, a son, a brother, a grandpa, a great-grandpa, a husband, an amazing businessman, and I'm so proud to be his daughter. Just over a week after my dad's passing, we celebrated my daughter's Hannah's wedding. I managed to make her bouquet for her City Hall ceremony, and in memory of my dad, I included 3 roses from his funeral flowers. My lovely daughter Hannah and her new husband Dylan celebrated their wedding twice. They had a legal ceremony and a wedding reception and another ceremony. I managed to also make her veil, which looked so beautiful on her. I am so thrilled that we were able to also commemorate my dad's life and include him in their wedding. Hannah was so incredibly close to my dad. They were really connected, and their souls were so similar, and it was so wonderful that they included him in their ceremony. Dylan and my mom danced to my mom and dad's favorite song, You'll Never Know, by Frank Sinatra. It was such a moving moment in their wedding, and unfortunately I couldn't play the music due to copyright, but in any case, it was a very special moment in their wedding. So I was back in the garden yesterday, and I just took it easy. I basically watered everything. It had been at least 10 days since I'd been in the garden. I was really happy to see everything still blooming, all of my zinnias, a couple of my roses were still blooming. And I just took a couple hours of quiet time to water everything in the garden, and it was definitely helpful to help me during this difficult time. And I'm going to spend more time in the garden because it's so helpful for my soul and so therapeutic. It's the middle of September, and I've noticed that my hydrangeas are starting to look like they're going over for fall. These are this is my hydrangea room where I'm at, where I've planted just a few zinnias in between my quickfire fab and my firelight hydrangeas. And they're definitely going a deep kind of rosy color, and they're soon going to be dying off. I noticed some of the leaves are getting a little bit of a little bit of spotting, and my roses for the first time are also getting some black spot, I guess because we've had some heavy rain a couple of days ago, but I checked on the rain gauge. It was only about an inch of rain, so even for myself, I just felt like I needed to give everything a thorough watering. I was also surprised and happy to see that my cut flower garden still has a lot of life. The bachelor's buttons are definitely finished. Some of my cosmos needed to be cut back as they were finished, but still I was able to cut quite a few cosmos and zinnias. Some of my zinnias are starting to get very dry and go over, but I managed to do some deadheading after watering everything thoroughly. The sunflowers are incredibly beautiful. I will show a clip of my sunflowers at the corner of my garden. On each side, I have some beautiful groupings of sunflowers, so I do want to maybe continue those for next year in the corners of the garden. To the right of my cut flower garden is my kitchen garden, and you'll see there that the marigolds, those are crackerjack marigolds. They're doing so well. I had actually planted those not only to protect my tomatoes, but also I had planned to use those marigolds because they were a key flower for my daughter Hannah's wedding, and I had planned to include them in a bouquet for her City Hall wedding. I had planned to include cosmos, some feverfew, and a number of orange zinnias and dahlias, but my dad had suddenly passed before our second trip back to Toronto. So, as you saw, I was able to put together a bouquet, not from my garden, but probably more meaningful. I included some of the flowers from his celebration of life, as well as just buying some of her colors of different mums, and also added some orchids, trailing orchids. So anyway, plans, life changes, death happens, and the reality is we have to carry on. And that's what I am doing. I'm just going to work in the garden and give myself time, much needed time. And then I'll be back in Toronto again to take care of my mom, visit her, and hopefully bring her back home here to spend some time in my garden before fall. I'm really hoping that she feels strong enough to come and stay for a few weeks. I really, really hope so. I had an old friend come to visit yesterday, so I put together this small bouquet for her guest room. It was so nice to see her. I hadn't seen her since our wedding 4 years ago. It was really nice to spend some quiet time in the garden and have a day with her, talk about what had happened in the past week and what was going on in her life. So it was extremely healing for me as well to have an old friend come to visit all the way from Nevada. And I also put together this kind of wild looking bouquet for the kitchen table. My dad never got a chance to see my garden in this house. He was too unwell to really travel in the last couple of years. But he will live on in me, in my family, and all our beautiful memories. And I plan to plant a tree in his memory.